there they are. Famous Dave's ribs. Oh, but it's so hard to choose. They do stuff with smoke and fire that nobody else can do. This is some award-winning barbecue. Famous Dave's. I think the next time I go there is gonna be now.
All right, this is Braden Young here from Grand Junction, the championship game, and I'm going to introduce you to some teammates. All right, this is my boy Damo T. This is our little handshake right here.
We're going to go play in the sandlot and have a wood football game against the other team, and that's the same attitude we're going to take in today.
How do you feel about these jerseys tonight, brother, man? Rocking this right now.
They got a lot of swag in them, especially with the stirrups.
Absolutely.
Too fresh.
I feel butterflies right now.
Hey, Jay, got a quick question, buddy. How do you feel about the 214 coming in tonight's game?
We got the best room in the league, no doubt about it. We got Creamy B, we got Buzz Light Skin, and we got Big RM, the pit bull.
Nervous? No, not at all.
He has kind of big ears, though, but he likes to show them off. How do you feel about tonight's game there, Rumi?
I mean, we're just trying to come out here, play our game, and then dogpile.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. And you good?
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to get on him early, and it's going to be all shoot right.
So
Show him
I've been in love with this reporter, so I'm going to ask her if she's going to marry me.
All right, let's do this. Let's see how this works out here. Here we go. Hey, Crystal, one more thing. Number 33 has something to say to you.
Will you marry me?
On a Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this! Yeah, boy!
We stick to the promise we all made to each other.
Championship day, as you can see here at the 2014 JUCO World Series. Hello, everyone. I'm Kyle Stanley alongside Phil Stafford. This is the JUCO Full Windup brought to you by Famous Dave's Barbecue. And like I said, Phil, championship day, but it also could not be.
Yeah, there could be a Saturday game if Miami-Dade wins. The reason being Iowa Western has not lost in this tournament. It is a double elimination tournament, so their coach is telling them you have to win today to make tomorrow a possibility. Iowa Western obviously would love to take that early flight home on Saturday with a national championship trophy. Let's get right into the national championship game highlights, see if Iowa Western could win their third in the past 5 years. 10,123 screaming fans packed into Sam Simplesio for this championship matchup. More than 102,000 packed in for this year's tourney. You heard Braden Young talk about the Reavers wearing their lucky camels. How about the style points for the stirrups? First championship game for Danny Price over at Miami-Dade. Kyle Carter made the start for the Sharks. Hits Jacob Sheldon Collins to load the bases in the top of the second. Early trouble. Alex Krupa capitalizes with a base hit up the right side. Carpenter and Caden Moore come home. Iowa Western would tack on another for a 3-run lead by the middle of the inning. Bottom of the frame, Miami working to cut that lead. Davey Palmero gets under it. Dom Thompson-Williams, not just a pretty face in center. Hose me! Doubles up David Palenzuela over at first.
And the Reavers continue to add on in the fourth. Alex Krupa continues his strong tournament. Another single in the center brings home Caden Moore. It's 4-0. Two batters later, Dom Thompson-Williams, he rolls one into right. Around comes the fifth run and the sixth. But Kevin Sipolkowski guns down Dom at second. Still gets a big kudos from his teammates as the score is now 6-0. But things get interesting in the bottom of the fourth. Mario Amaral lines one into center. He brings home Darren Seferina. Two possible all-tournament players equal the first run for Miami-Dade. Next batter, Mandy Alvarez brings the Sharks one step closer. Sharp single in the left brings home Nick Bateman. It's 6-2. And the big blow for the Reavers comes off the bat of Davey Palmero. The lefty wraps one down the right field line. Is it high enough? Is it deep enough? It is. Give that man a 3-run jack and make the game a 1-run contest. You think Alvarez is pumped? New life for Miami-Dade. And in comes Marcos Barrios to hold down the fort. The winning pitcher from the Sharks' second game of the tournament is being asked by Coach Danny Price to keep this game close. But Drake Robinson does the same for Iowa Western. He gets the defense behind him too. Jacob Sheldon Collins makes turning two look easier than speaking in an Australian accent. Might see that one again in our top plays.
Still a one-run game in the 7th. Ryan Merrill gets the call to pinch hit for Quinn Carpenter. With the bases loaded, he doesn't disappoint. Up the middle, scoring 2. But the Reavers didn't put the brakes on there. Caden Moore fools the cameraman with the hit. Single to left. Another 2 runs come in. Reavers put this one out of reach. They added 6 more in the 9th for safe measure. But the last 3 outs, the Reavers made it worthwhile for the fans that stuck around. First, Jacob Sheldon Collins. Oh, doctor! Keeps the concentration, gets the double play. Then his fellow middle infielder, Jason McMurray, sticks with it, over to first. It's time to stack the pile. Iowa Western, national champions of 2014.
Coach, being able to do it on Friday, not having a loss coming in, and just, was it less pressure? Is that why the guys played
you
so?
You think? It was less pressure last night too, winning that, so we didn't have to do the 3-man flip coin thing, you know, with each team playing 4 games. So that was pressure, making sure we won that game last night. And you know, obviously the guys, we all agreed jokingly that yes, we would like to finish tonight, but we also stayed focused, being prepared for another 9 innings tomorrow if we needed to.
Team 40, that's all I keep hearing from these guys. What was this team to you?
Well, Team 40, what we said was, you know, we got a lot of history, obviously, but that's not these guys' history. So the program's special, but this team has to get their own identity. So we came up, it is the 40th year of the school. It's the 40th team here, and they took that and ran with it, and obviously they made their identity.
All right, congratulations, Coach.
You
Another
bet.
national championship. Now I'm going to transfer over to the best defensive player of this tournament, Jacob Sheldon Collins. Jacob, a year and a half ago, you were telling me you're in Australia. Do you see yourself a year and a half down the line being in Grand Junction and winning this kind of hardware?
Absolutely not. I mean, a year and a half ago, I didn't even think I'd be playing baseball in the US. And, you know, one thing led to another, and Iowa Western wanted me. And, I mean, look, it's just gone up and up from there, and I've had an absolute blast doing it all.
When do you wake up and have to pinch yourself from this dream?
I'll probably be back home before the time I realise what's going on, I think. But no, it's not going to set in. This is surreal. And I mean, to do it with these bunch of guys has just been phenomenal. Couldn't have asked for anyone better.
2010, 2012, and now 2014. That's a pattern if I've ever heard one. But at the same time, you weren't a part of any of those teams. What have you heard from the other teams that makes this one different?
Well, I mean, yeah, especially me and the sophomores last year, we didn't get a chance to even come to Grand Junction also. From day one, we were hungry and we wanted it. And I mean, to come out here and do what we did is just phenomenal, and that's all we could ask from the guys. It was unreal.
Feels great, man. I mean, you get to come out and you see kids grow throughout the year. I mean, Alex Krupa wasn't a starter for us, and he's a tournament MVP. I mean, Sean Johnson struggled a little bit and comes out and shoves. I mean, you get to see people grow throughout the year. You get to see our process start to take over and work, and all of a sudden we're dogpiling, and you don't even know what to think.
Really, what's going through our mind is Team 40 right now. It's unbelievable this season we've had, and honestly, losing the state championship in high school, I was so down, but winning this, man, that's old news now. I could care less, and I'm so proud of my team right now.
It hadn't really hit me yet. These guys, you know, the tradition here at Iowa Western is unbelievable. Just to now be a part of it and to experience this and winning the World Series is unbelievable.
Baseball is a game, and at the end of the day, that's what it's going to be. We were 3-4 in our conference at the beginning of the year. That's how we started the year. And to be where we're at and be one of the last 2 teams standing is the greatest thing I think I've ever accomplished in my life. And this team is a brotherhood, like I've been saying from the beginning, and nothing's ever going to change that, whether we finish first or last.
There was a lot of love on this family. You can see it. You can see it right now. I mean, they came here with aspirations. They wanted to win a national championship. I know, we all did. But at the same time, you know, sometimes you learn some of the best lessons in the world, but you come up a little short. And I couldn't ask them to try a little more, but sometimes you just got to have little things fall for them. These guys are going to be great parents. They're going to be great citizens. They're going to be future leaders in this country, and they're going to be somebody that I'll be close with for a very long time. I love all of them. They know it.
Top play and top homer from the championship game. Can't miss moments brought to you by Grand West Kia. Jacob Sheldon Collins, the Aussie. Look at the double play. Bats it up, keeps his eye on it, throws over to first, and doubles up the runner. His toilets may flush the other way, but that's a double play no matter what continent you're on.
And for your home run of the day, as soon as Davey Palmero hits this, he's thinking about getting home to celebrate with his teammates. 3-run home run makes this a 1-run game, but that's about as close as it got for Miami-Dade.
And don't forget to tune in to the championship version of the Can't Miss Moments brought to you by Grand West Kia. We certainly have a lot to choose from, even though it was just one game. Want to give a shout out to all of our fans who've been following along on JUCOGJ.org all week. It's been a pleasure to bring you such an exciting tournament. We really appreciate your feedback and tuning into us every night. It's been a lot of fun here on JUCO Full Windup. But let's talk about Iowa Western. Haven't seen a team absolutely dominate really throughout the entire tournament like that before.
If there's one team you might expect it from, though, it would be Coach Reardon's team. 8 out of the last 10 years, 3 out of the last 5 championships. 1 through 9, they were the best. 1 through 5, or maybe even 6, they were the best starting pitching. The defense was impeccable. Yep. I mean, you can go on and on about these guys, but go ahead and relive it on JUCOGJ.org. We'll go ahead and encourage you to do that. For Phil Stafford, I'm Kyle Stanley. Thanks for joining us all week long on the JUCO Full Windup, brought to you by Famous Dave's Barbecue.
Awesome.